Well, I did not grow up with Harry Potter, which is a little bit weird taking that I'm at a Harry Potter festival. But I grew up really into sci-fi and fantasy and fandoms and all that kind of stuff. And my whole life, all of my friends were always like, Tony, why don't you like Harry Potter? How are you not into Harry Potter? And I just said, well, it's not cool. It's not what I like. I got to college, in my freshman year of college, I was flipping through some TV channels. One of the movies was on, and I watched it and was, "Oh, this maybe they're onto something here." So within a week, I watched the other seven. So that kind of escalated pretty quickly. And then within that semester, I read the books, and I was actually able to start a Harry Potter club at my university. So it's pretty cool how all that worked out. So really, what Harry Potter means to me is it's a way for our generation to be able to express ourselves that previously we didn't have. Our parents' generation, they had Star Wars, which was like the first big, sci-fi fandom, and that was their escape from their reality. And our generation has Harry Potter. So to me, what that is that's a way for our generation to put aside a lot of the differences that tend to segregate us and really partition us away, and to be able to come together for something much bigger than ourselves. And honestly, it's pretty cool.
So Harry Potter's been a part of my life since I was 9, so it's really meaningful to me. I think the biggest thing is it brought my family together a lot. We went to all the movies together. But I think the biggest thing is without Harry Potter, I would have never met my best friend, who I've been friends with for 10 years now. He actually went to the last movie with my parents and me, and I was in Maryland, and we actually drove back to see the movie with my parents, and then came back to Maryland the next day. I think it's just a book that everyone should read once in their life. It's very touching, and it was really cool for me because I started reading them at 11 years old, so I got to grow up with Harry. Like, everything I was going through, Harry was going through, and I think it's a really good view of what evil and good really is, because, the good guy turns out to be not so good, and the bad guy turns out to be one of the best people you'll ever meet.
Harry Potter has meant absolutely everything to me. I started reading it when I was 6 years old. My mom brought home the Sorcerer's Stone one day, and she's like, I just think you'd really like this book, and we should read it together. And I would read a page, and she would read a page. And we did that up until the third book, and I got impatient because I was reading too fast for her, and I really wanted to keep on reading. And it was always like my imaginary world that I would go into when I was like a little kid. And like, to be honest, I'll daydream about it now. Like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool if like you could go to Hogwarts? And it's just such a great story with such great messages and such inspiring characters for little kids and really good role models. And it's just meant everything. And I grew up with it. And I love just getting all J.K. Rowling's new updates because it just makes the little 6-year-old girl inside of me still happy. So it means everything. And I don't know who I would have been today without it.
Harry Potter was always a bonding activity with me and my friends. Like, we would get together and go see the movies together, and we would read the books and discuss them. There's always a lot of like moral value that can be gleaned from the books too. I really think that there's a lot to say about the friendship between the characters.
I had a connection just it's something that Jenna and I now have, and something that I'm going to pass on to my kids. And I love reading anything and everything, but Harry Potter just really speaks to me.
I think she is an ingenious writer with an immense imagination and has touched people in a lot of ways.
Harry Potter, it's basically my childhood. It was basically the bonding experience between me and my mom. Every year a movie would come out, and that would be like our time to hang out. Usually we really didn't have like anything to bond over, but like Harry Potter was like a mutual interest between me and her.
It's funny, I was just talking about this with my boyfriend, and I was saying, like, Harry Potter was what got me to read, and then turned into sort of reading, like, turned into my profession, which is writing. So to me, like, it opened gateways to, like, everything. So it's really cool. And it was, like, inspirational to read, like, a strong female character when you were in 2nd grade, and there wasn't a lot of that. So,
well, my girlfriend Jen, she loves Harry Potter, and we came here last year and really liked it. So I know it's actually a lot cooler than it was last year. They fixed it up, like added a lot more stuff. So we just like I came back from school to take her here. So, yeah.
I'm Matthew. He's Sean. All right. And what does Harry Potter mean to you guys?
Everything.
Everything. For me, it's a good way to spend a lot of time with my family. My husband's and daughters have read all the books, so it gives us something in common that we can come together and watch the movies. We can come to events like this and dress up and have a great time.
So I think the best thing for me to say about Magic is I know a lot of people were banning the books, and J.K. Rowling got really upset about it. And she actually, there's a quote she said that never once has she had a little boy or girl walk up to her and say, "I want to be a wizard when I grow up." Sure, it's something you think of, but it's cool because you get to escape into a world that you never thought possible. And I think that J.K. Rowling really inspired a lot of people with that. And I know she actually inspired me to start writing again. And I've been working on writing forever now. So I think that just her in general is a really big thing for people to think about, because I think she is the magic. And the books are the magic. It's not the spells in the book at all.